Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Dear Downloads, episode 7. This week we're talking about Metal Gear Solid. Connor, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, man. Good. It's been so we're recording this the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
yeah, happy late Thanksgiving. Do you have anything decent for Thanksgiving?
Oh, I made some roast and, some fixings and stuff, but nothing crazy. I kept it kind of small because I didn't want to cook a whole turkey for like me.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be hard. You'd have like a week of turkey. Never want to eat
At
turkey
least a
again.
week. I'm going to have probably a week of roast at the end of this, so, whatever.
That's all right.
What about you?
Leftovers. We went to my mother-in-law's, and it was just me, my wife, and the kids, and mother-in-law, her sister, and her other sister. So it was small. They all work together anyway, so it's not like different
Nothing
environments.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was
nice.
nice. She made a turkey, some ham, and all the stuff, and I made a bunch of croissant rolls. It was a good time, man.
Nice.
I definitely gained
Sounds
like 5 pounds that day of food. Like I
Oh
weighed
yeah.
myself. I was like, fuck.
Good old Thanksgiving.
I know, man. Yeah. But
Jeez.
yeah, and then some other news too. So yesterday's Black Friday, and I heeded your advice. I looked at my motherboard manual, and
Oh.
I got the correct M.2. It only has one port for it, which sucks because some have like two.
Yeah, mine has two.
That's sick. So I got a terabyte. I got a terabyte SSD for my port.
Well, I mean, that'll be good enough for like running your games and shit off of, or whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, no, shit, that'll be more than enough room. Like now, I can start putting like the video editing software on that, so I don't have to like
Yeah,
USB things to the other. So I'm looking
yeah.
forward to that.
That'll be dope.
Yeah, yeah.
Congrats. I think you'll enjoy that because they're way quicker. Yeah, Black Friday news for me. I got a huge ass TV.
Let's see. Let's go to boom.
Boom, right over, right there.
That's so awesome, man. How big is it?
It's a 65 inch. It's the X900H from Sony. Um, they just did an update so it can do, 4K, 120 hertz. So that'd be sweet for the new PlayStation.
That's killer, man.
But I've been spending all the time trying to get it all set up, like get the receiver to work, get all the other stuff to work. And I moved last week, so just setting up the house, it's been nuts. But what are you gonna do?
You were having issues. You kind of were saying with the PlayStation to the TV. Is that?
Well, getting the firmware to update so it actually push the higher resolution and higher frame rate at the same time, like Sony wasn't pushing it, so then you had to like download the firmware from Sony's website, put it on a USB drive, and then plug it into the TV to get it to update. But
Oh, okay.
so a little more complicated than normal, but I guess if you want to do that, TSA, you know,
How long do you
go
think
for
it
it.
took? Was it just like download took quick, put it on USB, and then the TV install?
Yeah, probably the slowest part of the whole thing was getting the file from the computer to the TV.
Oh, okay. So the whole update
Which
on
I
the.
guess, yeah, the update on the TV was pretty quick. It
Oh,
wasn't bad.
oh, okay.
It was just doing the research to figure out how to do it, and you know,
That's.
well, they're not pushing it right now, so you have to actually download it and go get it. Reading some forums online about that, so
Do you think it's
kind
a?
of funny.
Do you think it's a big difference? Like, why not have that already embedded on the TV as like a product? You know,
Well, uh,
energy.
I think it was just a firmware update thing. Like they didn't
Oh, okay.
have it ready when they first released the TV. Also, like there weren't any HDMI 2.0 devices on the market previous to like 2 weeks ago. So what's the point of having the firmware update for it if nothing can run it?
Oh, I see. Is it the same port essentially? Like you could plug a HDMI into it, or
Yeah, you can plug in any HDMI. You just need a specific HDMI 2.0 cable, and then yeah, the device that can actually push it. So I mean, there's only like 3 devices on the market right now that'll do it.
gotcha. It's like putting a
Maybe
USB.
4 now.
It's like putting USB 2 into a USB 3 port. Like no difference. You know.
Yeah, it makes no difference. But yeah, I mean, the devices that'll run it would be like, your PS5, your PS or your Xbox Series X,
Maybe a
The
PC.
new Nvidia graphics card, just you needed like a 30 series. You can't do it with the previous ones.
Okay.
I don't know if the new AMD cards do it or not. I'd have to dig into that. But
They might.
yeah, they might.
Well, I'm excited for today's episode because we're going to be digging deep into Metal Gear Solid 5 and maybe some of the older ones if we have time. And
Heck yeah. Metal Gear's rad, bro.
dude, it is. Yeah.
Favorite game series.
100. Yeah.
For sure.
Totally agree. Like, of all games, totally happy with all of them, man.
Yeah, they're so good. They're I love the like just goofy humor in them more than anything else.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I can just remember this one scene in like Metal Gear Solid 3, like at the very beginning, where you see like a beehive and you see like a guy underneath it, and Snake just starts cracking up, and then and then you think to
To
shoot
shoot
it,
it,
and it
yeah.
falls on the guy, and he runs away, and he just starts giggling about it.
Was that on the bridge or something? Because they're in the way of that like stick
Yeah,
bridge.
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like right there. So it's like the third scene in the game.
I was gonna try and play through 2, 3, and then 5 before, like through
Oh my
last week.
God.
Yeah, and then I started 2, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to 5. Like,
That's about right.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played the old ones in a long time. I've played a lot of 2. I've played a lot of 3. I've played 1 occasionally. I've played a lot of 5. I've put like 4,000 hours into 5.
Worth it too. Like, I forgot about it. Because you know what's weird is I've only had this PS4, and I definitely played and beat Metal Gear Solid 5.
Okay.
But maybe I deleted my game saves or something when I sold it, because I was like, oh, I'll probably never play it again.
Oh, yeah, and if you didn't have PlayStation Plus at the time, then it doesn't like. I mean, did you get a second one or
No,
buy it?
this has been the
No,
same place out.
it's the same one.
Yeah.
Huh. Then I don't know why it would do that.
Yeah, because I started it all over. I didn't have any of my old game saves, and then once I got through the prologue, like hospital scene, I got the trophy. So I was like,
Yeah.
weird. Like my trophies are gone too. I was like, that's crazy. But
I mean, did you play it on PlayStation 3 maybe?
did it come out on 3?
I know Ground Zeroes did. What's it called? Might have come out on 3.
I don't think so. I thought it was only on PS4. Maybe it
Well,
was.
it's on PC too. That's where I played it originally.
Now I gotta look it up. We're gonna do a quick Wikipedia search. Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain. No, not the fandom. Okay, it came out. Oh, I must have played it on PS3. That's it then. I didn't realize it came out on PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I mean, it probably played like shit, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. Came out on everything.
Wow. Okay. Yep. That all makes sense now. Yep.
There you go.
There it is. Lucas.
It came out on Xbox, so you could have played it on Xbox too.
I might have, because I had an Xbox before going to PlayStation.
Like I said, I played it all on PC originally, which is great.
I'm playing it on the PlayStation now.
Okay. Yeah, well, it was actually funny. So like a month ago or so, I wanted to like restart it and play it again on PC. And I like go in and I couldn't figure out how to do a new game. And apparently there's no way to do a new game without like deleting your save. So otherwise you just like go through mission select.
Oh. What?
Which is really weird. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I mean, that goes into like the whole like Metal Gear Solid 5, a lot of people think is like a unfinished game, like
Well,
because there are like, weird shit like that, and then like Kojima got fired, and like there's a chapter 52 or whatever, or 51 that was never released that you got like special with the like special edition of the game, where it gave you like all the artwork and like played like a YouTube video of like what was supposed to happen. So like I don't know. There's all this stuff on the back end that's like just missing. So I'm really
yeah.
curious what the game would look like if it was actually finished.
I know. That's what that's the biggest criticism from everyone is because like from start to finish on Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, they all have like a very intensive story that
Yeah.
starts and concludes. And
Yeah.
everything in it has like some meaning that comes through, you know, later, and like it has like a whole moral to it. But this one,
Yeah.
like if you think about the story, is just lacking, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the best part about this one, and I would say it's also like the biggest criticism about the other ones is like the gameplay. The gameplay in this one's freaking amazing. It's like crack, like stealing shit and
Yeah.
knocking guys out, and like I mean that's like the best part about that game. That's why I played it so much, is because it's just fun to screw around in this world. Like it's just a big sandbox to fuck around and have fun.
Yeah, it's sick. And you
Whereas the
like,
story's kind of second.
yeah, that's true. And you got this badass base you're building, so you're like always like,
Yeah, you got this badass base, like well, that's like how I racked up 4,000 hours on the game because I just leave it running in the background and like upgrade my base and build guys and send them on missions and shit.
I haven't sent guys on missions yet or
Really?
before. Yeah, I haven't done that. I remember when I did play it, I attacked someone's base. Maybe that was like online. Do you
Yeah, so there's the online thing where you're trying to disable all the nukes in the world. And like each version of the game has like a certain amount of nukes. And I think of like last summer or something, the PC version like accidentally triggered the like cutscene that shows when all the nukes in the world have been disabled
Oh,
or
really?
disposed of. Yeah, which was like an accident because there's still like a couple thousand in the world at the time. So
Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, interesting facts. Like glitch in the game makes like this random cutscene that's hidden in the game go off.
Are you kind of bummed it's an unfinished game?
Well, I am, especially because like we'll never see any more of them theoretically
I
that are
know.
just like bastardized. So it is kind of sad that we won't see it to a conclusion. But you know, at least I really enjoy what we got.
Yeah,
So
I agree. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out too. Like I do agree. I think like if they did even show like even like Peace Walker, I played a little bit of that a while ago, and
oh, Peace Walker's so good.
I started it.
Have you played?
I
You haven't finished
I
it?
haven't. I'm gonna start it again. Like get through it because it's on PS Now because you could play the HD
Okay,
collection.
sure.
And dude, that is such a good deal. It was also a Black Friday deal for like 25% off for a year subscription. So 44 bucks, I could play like 900 games. Like I'm like
Dope.
Jesus, because I was thinking like, okay, how am I gonna buy a game in time? Blah blah
Yeah,
blah. I was like, oh shit, I'll just get PS Now,
play it on here. There
stream
you
it.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Peace Walker's super fun.
and it was like heavily text based. There wasn't like a lot of audio, like cutscenes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. There aren't a ton of cutscenes in it, but you can definitely see like the bones of PS or Metal Gear Solid 5 in there, which is kind of fun. Like you have like all the development stuff and like you're developing soldiers and you have your base. Like they're very similar games. It's just like uh,
Well, I think like let's be honest. To
yeah.
develop a game, it's kind of like a movie. So they probably have storyboards of what the game was supposed to be.
Oh
And
yeah.
and Konami, this is what I read in some article. Konami was just like, you're spending too much time and money. Finish the game and get it out. And
Yeah.
and Kojima probably wasn't stoked with that. And then it
Well, no,
created,
he had a vision and he's an artist and
yeah,
it's just like well, I mean, I get it, you know, you got finances versus the artist, but at the same day, like it is what it is.
yeah. And move your little mic closer to your mouth when you,
Oh,
yeah, it's all good.
that better.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. No, you're good. When you go lower, it cuts out.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, everybody.
No big deal. But what I was getting at is they have to have like some sort of text and storyboard and script.
Yeah.
That'd be sick if it was released, like out of the archives or whatever the hell, you know?
Well, they like I said, they did release like the storyboards and stuff for it, and like some of the cutscenes for that for those last missions,
Oh,
and you can watch them on YouTube.
oh shit!
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. Okay,
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I didn't go
Yeah,
looking for that. All right, I'm gonna do that.
because it came with a special edition, so you can like watch them on YouTube, so you can kind of see what that like final chapter was going to be, um, with I don't know. Are we doing spoilers here? Yeah, we're doing spoilers.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, it's been out for so many
So yeah,
years.
it you have like Psycho Mantis, and then you have what Liquid Snake essentially like going and stealing the Metal Gear from the base, and then essentially this last mission was going to be like you going to get the Metal Gear back from the kids.
Oh, really?
Which
Okay.
yeah, I think the name of the mission was supposed to be something regarded to like Lord of the Flies. Which is actually like another fun thing about like all of Metal Gear Solid 5. It has lots of
Literary?
literary references, like kind of like when the game was originally announced, it was under like Moby Dick Studios or something, and like they didn't say it was Metal Gear Solid 5, but they like played that intro scene where shit's on fire and you're like trying to escape out of the hospital. Like they played that as the cutscene and didn't say it was Metal Gear Solid 5. So I think when it was originally announced, like everyone was like, "What is this game?"
Well, yeah,
And it was like,
he called him Ahab, and the guy who protects him
"Yeah,
is Ishmael or whatever.
yeah, exactly, exactly." So it was all, and it was Moby Dick Studios that was developing it, which is like a fake
That's
studio, but
funny.
just yeah, just kind of fun. Like you had all these Moby Dick references at the beginning of the game.
That's
Yeah,
that's interesting. Because I even took note of that, like Ishmael. You know, one thing that really was really funny to me was how they fake you out in the beginning, like to make your custom avatar. So it's like,
oh yeah.
and then all of a sudden it never happens. Like immediately fakes you out. Or like
Well, you
that.
can play as that person because like you're not really Snake in anyways in the game.
What do you mean?
Venom Snake isn't really Snake. It isn't Big Boss.
Okay.
You knew that, right?
Uh-uh. I assumed
Yeah.
I assumed he was not Big Boss. He was not Solid Snake. He was perhaps another clone, but really he's nothing. He's just some guy.
Yeah, so the guy that saves you at the beginning of the game is Snake.
Yeah, that's what he says. If you listen to it, the guy who saves him is apparently Snake, but he says, "I'm you. You're talking to yourself."
Yeah.
I wrote that down because I was like, "Whoa, that's interesting." So maybe
Yeah,
you
so
are.
Venom Snake is like one of your he was the medic that like saved Snake when when the helicopter blows up in Ground Zeroes.
Okay.
So but then, he got all the shrapnel in his face and they made him into Snake to like hide Snake's identity is essentially.
Oh, okay. And then is that why you never see the snake again after the hospital
Yeah,
escape?
that's why you never see Big Boss again
Okay.
cuz he's out in hiding and you're pretending to be him essentially.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Then the other thing I was thinking is because they said there's still shrapnel on his head. So I was curious if a lot of that shit was all hallucinations.
Some of it might have been, some of it isn't. I mean, I think there's discussion about that and it's unclear.
There's been talks. Okay.
Yeah. And it's been a while since I beat the game, so I don't remember the ending super great, but
Well, it doesn't really end. You fight like Metal Gear,
yeah.
and then you're just back to the open world, from what I remember.
Yeah, but there's more after that.
There is more. Maybe then that's when I gave
Yeah.
up or something.
Yeah, so there's more after that because what's her name leaves, and then you have some other stuff that goes on too. But I don't. It's been a minute since I've done that. So yeah, sounds like you need to play the game, Connor.
I need to get through it. I've got 10 hours into it and I'm trying to get through it and remind myself and kind of coming into this conversation a little not fully with
No, it's
it.
okay.
But dude, what I love, it's so funny, it cracked me up, is when you're escaping the hospital and that flame
Uh
dude
huh.
is on his horse and you're just like on a horse chase. Like, it just cracked me up. I don't know why. I was like, what is going on? Why is this like
Oh yeah, like
flame
that
guy
whole
with
scene is
wings?
like
Like, what?
surreal as fuck. Like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, yeah. That's why
That whole scene.
I wish like some reality came from that. I feel like they spent so much time on that intro that like almost
Yeah.
could have been a cutscene instead of playthrough,
Well, I mean, also you got to think about like they made an entirely other game as an intro as well.
That's true. Well, yeah, Ground Zeroes. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
Ground Zeroes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
which going back and playing Ground Zeroes now is like it's such a fun game because it's like this like tiny sandbox
I
and
loved
like
it.
there's so much shit to do in there. And like the scene that plays at the end before you take off on the helicopters and like you have the jeeps and like the military guys and they're all doing like this and like I don't know, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it was a great like little mini game.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer. I remember when it came out, it was like it wasn't full price. I don't think. I think it was like
No, it's $30.
yeah, it was $30. So I was like, all right, that makes sense. You know, so that was
Yeah, but
cool.
I don't know. I think that's totally worth it at $30. And
Yeah.
also like there's other like little side things like you can replay the entire I think original Metal Gear inside of the Ground Zeroes.
Oh, you could do that.
Yeah, they had like a little like, you know, I don't know what you'd call it, just like a scenario where you can like replay that.
I thought you had to find like scenes from the original. Like you had to take
Or
photos.
maybe it's scenes from it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you had to
something
take
like
photos that were similar to the first Metal Gear or something, and then it would
yeah,
unlock that photo in the your
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I did that.
So there's all those
I went
little
through
like
the hell of
Easter
that.
eggs. Yeah.
That was fun. One thing I have a note in replaying it, it's like
Yeah.
so funny. All the cutscenes are like when you're flying back to Afghan or into a new mission. There's
Uh-huh.
credits. There's just credits. Like
Oh, credits. Yeah, Kojima at the beginning and ending of every mission, which is I think just a big fuck you to Konami. Like I
yes.
made this game, fuck you for fucking it over kind of deal.
Created and directed by. Created and
Yeah.
directed by.
Yeah.
And it's like starring Ocelot, starring Venom Snake. You know what's funny, dude? Nerd fact. The voice of, you might already know this, of Revolver Ocelot is Troy Baker. He's the voice
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah.
Playing that, you know, I didn't, years ago, I wasn't as
You
nerded
didn't
out.
realize it was Joel.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, because he's also in Death Stranding as one of the bad guys.
Really?
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, I was going through his credits when I saw that. I was like, dude, this guy's been in
yeah,
so much.
yeah. He's been in a ton of shit. Old Kiefer Sutherland
Yeah, but he doesn't really
replacing.
talk. Like, it's not like
Yeah,
Snake talks.
replacing David Hayter, which I don't know is interesting.
Well, I guess since he's not Snake, it made sense to not have him voiced by Snake.
Yeah, but he also voiced Real Snake at the beginning.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, shit.
sorry.
Well, shit.
Just popping those
Poop.
balloons.
Poop.
Boop.
I wanted to come
Poop.
up with a smart metaphor with like the phantom pain, like, you know, things you'll never have that you had, and how this game should have been finished. How it's like a
It's
phantom pain
definitely
of
a
its.
phantom pain.
It's a phantom
Yeah,
pain of itself. Yeah, dude. But I couldn't create a good enough one, so yeah. Hey,
Yeah, it's crazy to me that like a company would just sit on like a multi-million-dollar property like this and just like, nah, we're not gonna make those anymore. Fuck you.
we'll enforce it out before it should have been
Yeah,
where before it was ready to, you know, whatever.
yeah. I mean, because it's also been like 6 years since this game came out, and like, I mean, I guess they had the like Metal Gear Solid zombie game or whatever.
So, did you ever play that? I did not want to play that.
No,
Okay.
I didn't play that. Well, it just like reused all the assets from this game, which
Yeah.
is really funny.
Yeah.
Like it's the same world and everything, just they added like zombies and shit to it, which
I,
is kind of funny.
I know, right? Ridiculous. Hey, whatever remind me or remind us all is so Skullface.
Yeah.
He's an interesting character I always wanted to learn more of. What do you know about him? Because it's interesting. His logo is, you know, XOF, which is
Yeah.
Fox, and it.
So I believe he was a member of Cypher, and
Yep.
they don't really go a lot into his backstory in the game, and I think you just end up killing him, and it's kind of over.
I don't know if he dies or does he die? Is he the one in that Metal Gear you beat? Is that what happens?
No, that was I think that was it was either him or Ocelot. It's like the
Ocelot's your
biggest.
friend this whole time.
No, Ocelot. They're not Ocelot. Huey. Huey is like your bad guy in the game. He's the
Yeah,
real bad guy. Which is I thought was funny because he's such a fucking piece of shit.
yeah,
He's playing both sides.
and he's the dad of Otacan, right?
Yeah, he's the dad of Otacan. So it's like, well, that just like fucks up Otacan's story.
I like it though, because Otacan
Yeah,
becomes your friend later, and it's just a whole twist on people. But what ends up
yeah.
happening with XOF or Fox backwards or whatever? Do they get into that? Is that come in later on the later episodes, that how it should have finished, episode 51 or whatever?
I think you just end up killing what's his name, and it's kind of over. It was rather anticlimactic.
Oh, bummer. I wanted to see I want to see how
At
that
least I thought it was.
okay.
Yeah, it was more like, well, you had all those the virus, the vocal cord virus thing going on, and all that stuff,
Yep.
and you had Quiet, and she runs away at one point because I think she has like the English the vocal cord virus in her.
Yeah.
So like she runs away because she can't speak English, and like she's afraid she's gonna end up killing everybody on the you know. For some reason, she ends up talking, and then she runs away because of that.
Oh, I don't remember that. I remember
Again, it's been a little while since I've played it all.
dang.
But,
I remember like you fight her and then you can capture her and have her join Mother Base, and I haven't even gotten there
yeah,
yet. You know, it's a long
episode
game.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on like 4, 5, 6.
Pro tip: you can drop a supply thing on her head and knock her out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can call a supply drop on top of her, which is just kind of
Okay, that's sick. Well, good to know, cause
fun little thing, if you can't like out sniper.
well, that's the thing. To capture her, you have to knock her out somehow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember how I did it. I don't know if I developed that trank sniper gun or what.
Yeah, I think I had the Trank sniper gun, and then I also dropped a supply drop on her head.
Dude, I just spent like 15 minutes trying to get the wandering Mother Base soldier back.
Oh, those are such a pain in the ass. That was another thing. Like, it's such a goofy game. You just have like these random dudes that like just steamroll your ass.
Yeah, dude, they knocked
And
they
they're like
knocked me off the
goofy.
horse, dude. It was like, what the fuck? But then all you do is go in a box or play a song, and then you can get them. Like, it's like the easiest thing. I was like, oh, okay. How would you know that without looking on the internet?
Looking it up.
Yeah, like they don't have any intel. Like you could call for intel, and it's just like, get them, don't kill them.
Yeah, or just like blast them with your Trank gun, and that doesn't do shit.
Yeah, it didn't do nothing. Yeah, I went through all my rounds. I'm like, okay, all right, whatever.
Well, and another fun thing in this game is like if you level up like your horse enough, because the horse's shit is like landmines.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you can make it poop or like what?
Yeah, you make it poop, and it's like a landmine.
Oh my god, that's perfect. Put it on a road for those like trucks that drive around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Uh,
So I had a couple questions to get on this through the
Sure.
So maybe not just Metal Gear Solid 5, maybe the whole series, but so
Yeah, sure.
what does a Metal Gear Solid what's it mean to you when you think about it? Like an important game
Tactical espionage action.
or sick. This means I feel like Metal Gear Solid, just the first one, means like my childhood, like when I was like 12 with my first PlayStation. And like,
Well, it's just like a classic. Like it was like one of the first games that a lot of people played on the PlayStation they were just like, "Whoa, this is rad."
yeah, like it broke so many things. It's like this is way different than all games, and it's like heavy story based characters. When I remember, so when you first played the first Metal Gear on a PlayStation,
Yeah.
were you super scared in that wet dock to get to the elevator?
Oh, I sucked at it.
Yeah, I was so
I
bad.
sucked hard at it.
I got caught so many times. I tried to hide
Yeah.
places like you can't hide. And then the stupid
Yeah.
water puddles, they'd be like, boop, boop, and they would go, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was a fun one,
That
man.
first episode's like difficult,
It is.
and like, and you can totally see like the future of the series, like just in that one episode, that one thing where there's like multiple ways to like get into the same area, and like it's non-linear in a sense, and like it has all the trappings, and like you can drop the porno mag and distract the guys, and
Yeah, yeah, that's true. There was a lot more of that in that Metal Gear, like different routes and a few different options.
yeah. Well, I think you could see that a lot in like Metal Gear Solid 5, where there's like multiple
Yeah,
routes to get into any one situation, where the later ones went away from that a little less. I mean, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 have that more, but 4 was a lot more linear.
4 was way linear. There was like
Yeah.
not many areas where you could deviate from the path. You just had to go.
No,
Yeah.
you're just kind of on that corridor to the end where you box it out with Ocelot.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Liquid Ocelot with his fake arm. Fucking,
Yeah.
he's so hard to fight in big boss mode. So hard. Let's see. What do you think about I think about character twists too. Like
Oh yeah. I mean, it definitely pulls like shit out of your butt, like like weird shit, like where what was it? The major is actually liquid the whole time.
no, he's supposed to be Miller. Miller's
Oh,
liquid.
Sorry. Yeah, Miller's liquid the whole time.
Yeah.
That there we go. Sorry.
Yeah, and even like isn't like Naomi not on your team, or you're supposed to think she's not on your team or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, and then, like in Metal Gear Solid 2 where the major's a computer, and it's like a
Oh,
simulation.
I didn't know that. I don't remember that.
Yeah. You don't remember that at the end of it where he's like going nuts on like blah 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 blah, blah and like freaking out?
I don't. I played that one once. That's why I wanted to play that one. And then
Okay.
yeah.
2 is really good, like especially like it definitely called a lot of like the issues we have today in our society.
That's awesome you say that, because that's what I was reading. That's sick.
Yeah. And I think a lot of this series does that, is like just looking slightly into the future and understanding kind of where we're going and the problems we're going to have.
Yeah, that's why I loved 4, because it kind
Yeah.
of like broadcasted like what the future of soldiers or the future of like war could be. And I was like, Jesus, it's insane.
Well, and I don't think that's, mutually exclusive to, I think that's kind of all of the Kojima games kind of have that. Is, I mean, look at Death Stranding, where everybody lives in their homes and you're a delivery driver
Yeah, that's true.
because everyone's afraid to go outside because of some plague.
Yeah, that's literally what's happening right now. 100%. I'm not.
100%.
I've never played that, and I want to.
You should play that game. I mean, it's definitely has similar trappings to like all the Metal Gear games. Like it's definitely a Kojima game, like where like it just has goofy shit going on, but it's also kind of serious, and like playing that line between like comedy and seriousness.
I bet it was a concept he had for like 6 or something, and like,
Something, yeah.
and then he
My
left.
guess is he's probably had a lot of these ideas over the years, but he's been kind of pigeonholed into making Metal Gear games. So now that he's free, he can kind of do whatever the hell he wants to do. I mean, because he made that like Game Boy game where you had to like play it in the sun to go outside to like kill zombies, or not zombies, but vampires.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forget the name of it. It starts with a B, Botima or something like that.
I don't know about that. That's cool.
Yeah, Game Boy Color game.
And it had some like sensor on the Game Boy that knew you were
Yeah, it
outside.
had like a little like light sensor on the Game Boy, and it could tell if you were outside. I mean, and it's kind of like a similar idea to like when you're fighting Psycho Mantis in Metal Gear Solid 1, you have to put your controller port into port 2 to beat him.
Yeah. And then if you swap your like memory card to port 2, he can't read your past or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's so
Fun
sick.
little,
Those little things he does, man, they're so sick.
like just thinking about how can we use the hardware to kind of break the fourth wall and like make this interesting
Yeah.
and this really fun.
Yeah. That's what I love. I love those little things he does. trying to think. Um, yeah, I don't know. I kind of
Yeah.
lost my train of thought there. Shit.
Uh-oh.
I have a few
Well,
notes, but go
yeah,
ahead.
sure, go ahead.
No, I was gonna
Shoot into
say
it.
Metal Gear Solid 1 came out in 1998 on PlayStation 1, and it sold 7 million copies. So that means 7% of the people who had PlayStations played that game, which seems so low. But maybe that's,
I feel like it's got to be more than that, but what the hell do I know?
yeah. According to the whatever
Huh.
stats, it sold 7 million copies.
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's still a lot. That's a lot, you
Well,
know.
yeah, I wonder if it like includes like re-releases and stuff too. I mean,
I don't think
is that
so.
like
No, because this
okay?
this was just,
So it's just the OG.
yep, just the OG.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't include like Twin Snakes and
Yeah,
whatever else, you
all the
know.
re-releases on the PS3 and
Yes.
whatever else.
Yeah, I don't think it includes
Okay.
that. And it has your favorite. It was called Tactical Espionage Action. Um, yeah. So let's see here. One of my favorite few things from that game is the Codex calls, and
Oh yeah, those are rad.
the idea of nanomachines that came through on that.
Oh yeah. Um, wait till you get to Metal Gear Solid 4, buddy.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah,
That's like how they explain the entire story of the game.
yeah.
Oh, you're missing a game on this list, buddy.
What am I missing?
Oh, do you have
Ground Zeroes?
no, not Ground Zeroes. Revengeance.
Oh yeah, I left that out.
Oh, that game's so good.
I left that out. No, I
So
have it
good.
on here. It's on one of the notes. Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's on one of the notes.
Okay.
So another thing too, after this one, he did some Metal Gear Solid VR missions. You ever play that?
I did play VR missions.
It,
VR missions is rad.
yeah, I loved it. I loved the shit out of that. And then they did Ghost Babel, which was or I'm maybe not saying it right, Babel, which was on Game Boy, and they're both
Yeah,
GB.
I never played any of those. But keep rocking and rolling, Holmes.
Yeah, for sure. Metal Gear Solid 2, 2001, PlayStation 2, sold 7 million copies, the same as MGS 1, which was only 5% of the PlayStation 2 owners played that. It's also called Tactical Espionage Action. Sons
Sons of
of
the
Liberty.
Patriots.
Sons of Liberty
Sons of the Liberty. Sons of the Patriots is Guns of the Patriots. Sorry.
is 4, yeah.
Yeah.
I played it as Substance on Xbox. And
Okay.
this one I love because it changes it to Raiden. And everyone
Yeah.
was pretty upset about that, but
Super pissed about that. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't mind Raiden as a character. He's fine.
yeah. And you called it too, because like that game is about the information age and memetics, which is interesting because like I think meme is short for that, for memetics. It's how
Oh,
it,
really?
yeah, it's so memetics describes how an idea can propagate successfully, but not necessarily imply a concept is factual. So and similar to that, it's fake news. So I think that's like what a meme is. It's just an idea. It's a meme,
Yeah.
you know.
I guess that makes sense. And yeah, I mean, a lot of that is like the whole game, like at least the story in it is just like, well, we'll just make up the news and present it to people and they'll buy it and whatever. Who cares if it's real or not?
Yeah.
Which is like, boom. Another funny part about that is like apparently Kojima based his like uh what was Raiden's girlfriend's name?
I don't remember.
I, I don't remember either. But apparently he based all the conversations that Raiden has and his girlfriend off of like conversations he had with his wife.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
Which she like nags him through the whole game, which is like really funny.
Oh my god, I don't even remember that. I don't remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she has a girlfriend that's calling him on Codex or something.
Yeah, his girlfriend is like the emotional support person, kind of like was it Naomi was that in in the first one
Yeah,
maybe?
it was.
So
Yeah, it
yeah.
was that. It was Naomi. Yeah.
It was either that or Mei Ling, and I don't remember which one.
No, Mei Ling was the save. She'd have like like Buddhist
Okay.
quotes while you saved.
Or yeah, then yeah, she was doing the saving. I think she did both actually.
Okay.
So she replaced like Mei Ling and Naomi in
Okay.
2, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. 2 takes place after Metal Gear Solid 1, correct?
Yes,
Like
correct.
4 or 5 or something years after.
Yeah, something like that.
And then we've got Metal Gear Solid 3, which came out in 2004 on PS2. Sold 4 million copies, which is only 3% of the PS2 users. It was called Snake Eater, of course. I played it Subsistence on Xbox. And it introduced...
So good.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game. That's like a must play. Like,
For sure. It's so good. It's got like all those like I love the intro that's like a total James Bond ripoff.
yeah.
I love when you call paramedic and she like tells you all about all these old movies.
I don't remember that. That's awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you call paramedic like and then like you have to like eat to stay alive, so you keep
Yeah.
killing like snakes and shit and eating them
Yep. To get your energy or whatever back up.
and like yeah, if you call paramedic and like talk about an animal, like she'll like tell you about them, and then snake's like, but can you eat it? Can you eat it? Is it delicious?
That's awesome.
And then you have like the original boss. That'd make a great game if they did like a World War II game where you went back in time to like play as
Oh,
all of those characters.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, because that's what that whole game is, he's becoming a big boss or whatever by fighting boss.
Yeah, replacing the boss, which was I don't know. That whole game's just a beautiful, awesome game. Like
Yeah.
so much fun.
Story-wise, everything. Like, it has everything. It has all the characters
Yeah.
that bring, well, not all, but I guess it has, Revolver Ocelot and, I guess just Snake.
You got that sniper dude, which is super hard.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You remember that? I forget his name.
Doesn't it end with a fist fight too? You fight her?
Yeah, you QCQ her,
Yeah.
the boss.
Does 2 end in a fist fight? Do they all end in fist fights?
2 ends in a sword fight
With Vamp,
between
right?
Raiden and not Vamp, Solidus Snake, who's another one of the clones,
Oh, okay.
and also the President of the United States.
Solidus is a clone of Solid, right? Not a clone of Big Boss.
The clone of Big Boss.
Oh, he's a clone of Big Boss. Okay.
Because Solid Snake's a clone of Big Boss as well. They're all clones.
Yeah, yeah. I thought they cloned the clone or something like that. Maybe I misremembered that.
Solidus Snake. Yeah, I love the like random story. Like he used to be the president of the United States, and now he's.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Solidus Snake was the president of the United States.
Oh my god.
Like just.
In 2, you're saying?
Yeah, in 2.
Dude, I need to replay that. I'm glad I started it, but oh my gosh.
Like what the fuck?
And then you know what? Out of all of them, what's your favorite before we get the last one or two?
Oh man. I love 5. I love 3, and I love Peace Walker.
If you had to choose one to keep playing.
5.
Yeah.
I'd keep playing 5. I could play 5 forever. Like it's just so much. The gameplay is just so good.
Yeah, it's built to just play, and just play.
Yeah. You can just play it and play it and play it and play it and play it.
That's the smartest thing I think they did. Is like I tried to explain it to my wife, and I was like, it's like Skyrim, but like tactical shooter, like
Yeah.
tactical espionage operations is what this one's called.
Oh shit, operations. There it is. You got individual operations in these little. I mean, that's kind of what it is. You have like an open world, and you have like these little sandboxes within that open world to go fuck around in.
Yeah.
Like.
It never leaves Afghanistan, right?
No, you go to Africa.
Oh, I don't remember that either.
Yeah.
I suck. And then Metal Gear Solid 4, which is my favorite. I mean, we could,
Oh, really?
yeah, we could play 5 over and over, but 4, I got so enthralled with the story. I played that one
Oh
like
yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10 times. I don't even know how many times I played that one. But
I think
you think what?
my favorite part of that whole game is like when you have to fight the other Metal Gear as Rex
Yes.
at Shadow Moses, like so cool.
That's the best. It brings you back to Shadow Moses and like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
that whole part is bad at. You fight Vamp and like the old
Yeah.
hall. Oh, dude. Such a sick game, man. And so that came out in 2008 on PS3, sold 6 million copies, which is like 7% of the PS3 owners.
Yeah.
Guns
I
of the
really wish they would port that to a new system, but
You could play it on on 4 on PS Now. You could play it.
oh yeah. Or I could just hook up my PlayStation 3. I wish they would like release it with good graphics, like an update.
Oh, true. I know. I mean, they're
You know what I mean?
okay. They're okay, but
Yeah, they're okay.
they're still like meh.
Yeah.
And then let's see here. It's 5 years after Metal Gear Solid 2, so your old Snake. It's got all the guys, you know, Liquid Ocelot, Otacan, pretty much all the heavy hitters. I love a lot of the cutscenes in it, where as you know, there's Sunny.
Yeah.
As as the game goes on, she gets better at cooking eggs or whatever.
Yeah.
That
Sunny, I
looks
forgot about Sunny.
they look so real, those eggs
I
cooking.
know.
I was like, Jesus. So
Oh man.
what?
Oh, I spaced on what I was gonna say. Keep going.
Oh man. That's it.
Sorry.
All right. So it's what I liked a lot about it is it was about AI, you know, private military contractors, and kind of ripping on the industrial military complex. And I loved that Merrill was back with Oops a Poops Johnny or whatever.
Oh yeah. Johnny.
The guy that always craps
He's like
himself.
pooping his pants at the beginning of it.
Yeah. And what's cool, I love about it, is because he rejected using nanomachines to calm him down. So that's why he always peed or pooped
Yeah, he's
himself.
always crapping himself.
Because he's like,
Which is funny the way they like bring that into 5 when you're peeing yourself at the beginning.
oh, really? No,
Yeah,
in the hospital?
you pee your pants in the hospital because of the fire guy.
But then he scoots like a little bag, like it was an IV. Because I thought that too. He's like, oh shit, he's peeing himself. And then he like one of the soldiers walks up and
Oh,
it's like he was on like a little IV bag. That's what I thought too.
I didn't realize that. I guess I'm dumb. Anyways.
No, it's okay. No, it's all good. Yeah, the soldier walks up because like they're pretending to be dead and he's like peeing himself. And
Yeah, okay.
and the soldier walks up and there's like an IV bag stuck under his knee and he like the guy kicks the IV bag out and he's like, oh, okay, that's what it
Okay.
was. And then the fire guy comes out. But let's see. Yeah, we already talked about it. I just love that it went back to Shadow Moses. Like,
Yeah.
so dope. And we had talked.
I have to say this story is a little pants on fire.
What do you mean?
It's just nuts. It's off the wall like nuts, like crazy. Like I feel like he went balls to the walls. Like it's just like an action film, but like nuts.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, it's a little fantastical. Like it's grounded in reality and like reality technologies, but then it's a little fantastical with like the bosses, like
Yeah.
the laughing whatever mantis, the crying whatever.
Yeah, I thought the bosses was probably like the weakest part of the game. Like they just weren't interesting compared to like previous bosses where they had like a backstory. These ones didn't feel like they had a backstory, but that's just me.
I agree with that. Other than their names trying to be
Yeah.
like
Calling back to the original bosses in the first game.
yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. Wasn't there a Raven or something or no?
Yeah, Raven was in the first game.
Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, and then I was trying to think linearly of what was released after. There was Metal Gear Solid Touch, which was on mobile. Which
Yeah, I never played any of the mobiles other than Peace Walker, which is amazing.
which I guess Metal Gear Solid Touch is like a port of Metal Gear Solid 4 as like cut screens and like parts that you could play mobily, which is like, whoa, that's insane.
Oh, did you know they released Metal Gear Solid 3, I think, on Game Boy Advanced?
Really?
Uh-huh.
Insane.
Port of it on Game Boy Advanced, I believe.
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's Metal Gear Solid Mobile. I have a note for that because after 3 came like Acid 2, Portable Ops, and then Metal Gear Solid Mobile. Maybe that's not it.
Yeah.
Interesting, dude. Oh, dude, so when Metal Gear Solid 4 came out or was coming out, I went to PAX West, which is
Yeah, up in Seattle.
up in Seattle. Yeah, the Penny Arcade Expo. And man, I got to meet Kojima. And
What?
yeah,
You
dude.
met him?
Yeah, man, I shook his hand.
Nice.
I stood in line for like 2 hours because he was coming. So I shook his hand. I got a signed poster. And then I
Nice.
told him he's an inspiration. I was like,
Nice,
you're an
dude.
inspiration. And he's like, he was all blank faced and shook my hand and was like, get the fuck out of here, kid.
Get the fuck out of here. Fucking ginger.
Yeah, dude, but it was cool. I still got the poster. It's in my storage, so.
That's fucking dope. That should be framed, bro.
I know. Actually, I did frame it. It's in storage. Yeah, yeah.
Should be on the wall, like front and center.
I know. Yeah, I'll put it right here.
Yeah, right behind you.
Right behind my green screen.
Yeah.
This is actually.
You just like you get it scanned and make it your green screen.
That's true. Just have it there as the background. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I thought about that because this wood is actually in my my bedroom. I did this wood wall in our bedroom.
Okay.
And so I just took a photo of it, and then I was like, man, I could do like
This is the background.
I could do like fake posters and make it look like a room.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want to clean up what's behind my green screen. I'm a lazy.
Kinda like me. Look at this mess I got going on.
Actually, it's not that bad, dude. It ain't that bad.
Just the kitchen.
Yeah, it's a kitchen, you know. Kitchen has stuff all over. So we got Peace Walker, which was on the PSP and then ported in the HD collection.
I played it on the HD collection.
Yeah,
So good.
that's
So good.
I started it and then just got away from it for some reason. Do you play Revengeances?
Fuck yeah, Revengeance is the raddest game. Slice up everything with swords. So good. So good.
And
the story also just balls to the walls nuts. I think the last boss is like a US senator.
really?
Ripped. Uh-huh.
What's the theme of that one? What is it tie into the Metal Gear Solid lore, or is it just like a one-off?
Yeah, it does. I don't remember the exact story with it. I mean, it's been 5 years and 6 years, 7 years since I've played it.
Okay.
It came out in 13 maybe. But yeah, it's an awesome game. Super fun. You can get it on Steam, so.
And you hack and slash with like, oh wait, if you're playing on controller, it's with your joystick movement, right?
Yeah.
That's sick. That's sick.
Super dope. Yeah, you can just like and like slice dudes all up with it. It's super fun. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. And like I said, you can play it on Steam, so.
Yeah, that's true. You probably gotta buy it, or is it?
I already own it on Steam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey. That's kind of all I got. On my.
Then we already covered MGS5, 6 million copies.
Oh yeah, that came out 2015. I guess PS3 and PS4, 6 million copies, which is 5% of the. You know what?
And Xbox One.
I forget about those. I just don't.
And PC.
And PC. That's true. That's true. And I was gonna say Venom Snake's in it, but I guess he's not. He's just imposter. He's the medic.
No, Venom Snake is in it, and then Big Boss is not in it really, other than at the beginning.
Okay. I never knew that. That's interesting. So that's why he says you're talking to yourself, because he's the real guy, but he's letting you believe you're him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess like if you hadn't played Peace Walker, then like Miller doesn't make a lot of sense in 5, but if you played Peace Walker, then he makes a lot more sense.
Okay.
And awesome. So, like the story from Peace Walker basically leads directly into Ground Zero.
Gotcha. Because it deals with cause and
yeah, it deals with Miller, causes Miller.
Oh, that's right. Who's the person you save in Ground Zeroes?
That is
something with a P, right?
Pause.
That's
Pause.
right. Yeah.
Pause. Yeah, Pause is in it. She's the one that blows up, and you can go see her in your mother base in 5.
Really?
Yeah, there's a room in the hospital ward where you can go visit her
Okay.
once you. Yeah.
Get that bay or get that development.
Hmm.
That's awesome.
Though you might have to like rescue her or something in one of the missions. I don't remember. It's been a minute or 2 or 3.
A while.
It's been a little while. I mean, MGS 5 was one of those games where I played it forever and I never really beat it. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna finally do it, get it all the way to the end, get to episode 51 or whatever the hell it is. Because I think when you fight the Metal Gear is like 45, maybe 44, 45, and then there's like another 6 episodes after that, and then
Yeah,
stuff
but those
happens.
6 episodes are like you're going back to a base you've already been, I think, and doing
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Yeah, I do remember
But
that because I was like, "What?"
well, no, there's other bases after. There's other episodes after that that extend the story, but you have to like do some missions and stuff. I don't know. Look it up on a
Okay,
wiki
we'll do. We'll do.
on how to like because it's not entirely apparent. Like it doesn't just show up. You have to like do some stuff to make it happen.
Oh, okay.
Like go talk to people on your mother base, or like do some just random missions, or I don't know. There's some stuff you got to do. Go fuck around with Otacan in his bunker on your base.
I do like that. Like, it enforces you to when you're playing it and you're in the open world and it's starting out. You don't get more
Yeah,
missions until you get picked up by the helicopter, and then once
yeah.
you're in it, then you get more missions. I was like, it
Or
kind of.
you got the you also have the mother base with all the animals that you collect on it, the nature reserve.
Yeah. I started trapping them and like all that stuff. I was like, oh, this is cool. Yeah, and then there's like, if you explore Mother Base, there's like all the diamonds all over.
Yeah, there's diamonds all over. You know,
Those
you
side.
got your anime like pinup models.
Yeah, as long as you collect them, right? Like throughout the
Yeah,
world. Yeah,
yeah.
and then the side ops
You
for
got
shooting.
showers.
There's the shooting side ops with like the little
Oh yeah,
targets. Dude, I can't beat the R&D platform. It's so hard. I got to look that one up
yeah.
on like YouTube.
That one's super hard. I don't know if I ever beat that one originally.
I got there's like 35, I think. I got like 27 playing it like 4 times, and I was just like, I give up. Like, I ran down the lower areas. I was like, there's no targets here, so they're somewhere in the top areas. I was like, I can't do it. You gotta like climb the ducks and find certain ones. It's a fun game, dude. I like, hands down, totally recommend Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, it's such a fun play. Once you get through that prologue, like,
Yeah.
honestly, that's a little rough, like, to get through. Like,
Oh yeah.
you're
It takes a
crawling
little
and
bit.
you can't do anything, and it's like literally like you don't really get into the game 2 hours later. Like, it's like cutscenes
Oh
and
yeah.
it's like Jesus.
Cutscene and then cutscene and then cutscene, and then you're finally in the game, but you still like suck because like you don't have any guns and shit. So you have to like develop all your guns and all your tools so you can like steal guys. Like it's definitely one of those games where like as you progress, like you become baller at the game
Yeah, yeah,
because you have like all these other tools. But like the beginning of it is kind of hard because you don't have all those tools at your disposal.
that's true. And then you don't realize you could call a supply drop, which I didn't. Like, once your suppressor's out, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you could do that. I'm an
There's
idiot.
so many like hidden or like systems that aren't super apparent in the game, and like stuff you can do. Like it is a huge game.
I like that it rewards you too. There's like little unlockable things so you can upgrade like your guys
Yeah.
or whatever, or there's just daily rewards of cash or materials or whatever, you
Yeah.
know. That's cool.
Well, it used to be back in the day you had like I think there was a mobile app that went with it as well, so you could like link those accounts and then like develop your base on your phone too.
Oh my gosh, wow.
But yeah.
That's gnarly. That's
Yeah, no
really
joke.
cool.
Yeah.
I like that it's called Mother Base. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Well, that's the other cool thing is like the bases are like they call back to Metal Gear Solid 2, like the what was it, the plant with the
Mm-hmm.
big shell.
Big Shell, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh? Yeah, you're kind of.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You could see that like through line there.
And then what was it on 4? They had like a big ass cruiser or something, or did they not have a?
Something.
Yeah, it was like a big cruiser that you. That's what you fight on top of at the end.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember what that was.
It's like some ship.
It's been a while since I've played 4.
Yeah, that's true. Me too.
I do I do remember the boat though.
Yeah, because it had like some like Resident Evil, like the first Resident Evil movie, like that hallway with the lasers just reminds me of
Oh
Resident
yeah.
Evil. Like,
The the microwave room or whatever the fuck it's called.
yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, and you like just
There's just
crawl
like
through it.
crawling. Oh man, they should redo that level just so they could put it on the dual sense and like you could like feel yourself getting electrocuted.
How is that? Is that like crazy? Like you feel all the
It's
gameplay?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel all the stuff. Um, I don't know. It's good. It's not like groundbreaking, I don't think, but it's good. The controller's very nice.
Yeah. Does it make you feel involved with the game a little more? Or
Yeah, I think so, but you know, I'm probably a little biased because I just don't like rumble feedbacks in general, so
gotcha.
I just think they're distracting, but that's just me.
Oh, okay. You probably turn it off, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
can. That's like what I always do.
Yeah.
Just turn off the rumble feedbacks.
I definitely hate it when like you're on a cutscene and it has it, and you set your controller down and it's like and
And
falls
it's
off
like
the table.
shaking all over the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Yeah.
Come on, guy.
Yeah.
Come on, guy.
Which is like what happens in Metal Gear Solid 1. He's like, put your control.
Oh yeah, put your controller down.
He's like, I can move it with my mind.
It shakes.
Yeah. Whoa, he did it. Whoa. Well, that's kind of all I got. We're pushing an hour,
Yeah,
so.
I think we're doing okay. You got any other stuff to feed in?
No, not really. Just our normal stuff. If you're watching on
Okay.
YouTube, like and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for listening.
Yes, thank you for listening.
I guess
Please follow us on iTunes or Spotify or whatever, and like us there as well.
yeah, we'd appreciate it, and yeah, love you all a long time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.